Many agents might be wondering right now whether or not time spent with buyers who are not exactly ready to pull the trigger and go see houses and buy something is worth your valuable time right now. And I want to talk to you today about why this is the number one perspective that will be most important for you to shift heading into the future years. Hi, this is Erin Eicher with Innovate Real Estate. And today we're going to talk about what has changed when you look at what the market was and to where we're headed. For the past 2 years, buyers have been about meeting them, showing them a house, writing an offer, and closing a deal. And that is not a normal market. In fact, in most buyer markets, there's a whole lot of upfront work that goes into solidifying the relationship before you ever even show them a home. So you have to be willing to shift your perspective around what it means to meet with a buyer. And you have to lead with your foot forward and expertise as a buyer consult to teach them what they should be expecting and looking for. We know that buyers usually work with the first agent that they meet in person. And so it's incredibly important if you're talking to someone that's not quite ready to still solidify and make sure that you can sit down with them face to face or via Zoom and give them your expertise and help them strategize and plan for what it looks like to buy a house. Inventory is low, and so they may not see the perfect house that they want to go see. But who are they going to call when the perfect house comes on the market? This is where the buyer consultation comes in. And you need to sit down and perfect this and work through this in a way that is extremely value add. The other component of this is trying to get people to sit down with you for a buyer consult when they're not ready can be kind of a tricky matter. And so you have to be willing to have the confidence to say, hey, buyer, would it be valuable for you if we sat down and went through what it would look like to go through this process? Or we sat down and went through exactly what you're looking for in a house so that I can make sure I can find you something, even if it comes up off market. I'm in your corner. I'm here to support you. And I find that the best way for us to be able to be ready when you're ready is for us to sit down and have a face to face and talk about what that looks like. The next thing is buyers aren't necessarily loyal like they used to be. In fact, even buyers you may have worked with in the past might find themselves working with a different agent. So, how do you prevent that? Especially if you've already shown them a property. You have to make sure that before you leave that first appointment, you have an actionable appointment in the future. Pull out your calendar and set a time when you're going to follow up with them. Set a time when you're going to see them again. Set a time when you might get to go look at some more properties. You need to find and judge where their temperature at for that second appointment, but that is the only surefire way to solidify that they're not going to go find someone else to work with. And that is the best way to make sure that the time you're spending with buyers right now is as valuable as it possibly can be. And these little actions right now are the tiny levers that will ensure that your 2023 and beyond is extremely successful. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions or you'd like to connect more on what a buyer consultation might look like for you in your business, we'd love to talk. Give us a call and we'll see you next.